Welcome, sports fans, and thank you for joining us today. I'm Jim Twerp, bringing you the coverage from the Summer Sports Games. So many exciting events today. If I didn't already know there were 15, I'd say there was too many to count. But first, of course, our opening ceremonies. The opening ceremonies, a tremendous chance for the host country to really show what they have to offer. And there it is, the lighting of the torch, followed, of course, by the ceremonial lighting of the athletes. Just such pageantry, a true spectacle here tonight. And oh my God, wow, Blue Angels eat your heart out. What a treat. Opening up our games with the 100-meter dash. The Tonlandians, of course, are a very fast people, so this should be interesting. And it is! I don't think I've ever seen technique like that. A truly stunning, dare I say, revolutionary performance by the Tonlandian. I'd give them all the medals, other sports included, but let's see what a 10.56 gets them. Wow, we're settling for the bronze, huh? I have to wonder if the fix is in. And javelin throw up next. Again, the Tonlandian coming at it with truly avant-garde technique. So few competitors willing to die for their sport. It's a shame the judges don't reward that. Next up is the pole vault. With arms like that, you have to wonder if the Tonlandians are genetically breeding athletes to vault pole. And seeing a total like that, you have to wonder if the judges aren't being genetically engineered to take bribes. One word, 2 syllables, corrupt. Tonlan now leading off the hammer throw. Good technique, excellent form, perfect release. Ooh, wow, I'd have to ask for a second opinion on that measurement. Let's see if it gets a medal. Wow, even the birds are stunned by this. The Tonlandians beat by a cat and the letter B. Had nothing to see here, folks. Perhaps we can calm our nerves with the equestrian event. It's truly, truly inspiring to see man and beast working together to make something this beautiful. Really reminds us that we're all of the same, that we're all one. It's apparently reminded the timekeeper here that he needs a new pool. I didn't expect Tonlan to walk away with the gold, but I certainly expected him to roll away with it. Now on to weightlifting. Now that's one of the top 3 cleanest lifts I've ever seen in my life. These officials work at the mall because it looks like they're taking cash for gold here. I mean, one can't help but wonder how they sleep at night, though you know the answer is on a pile of bribes. Swimming is up next. The Tonlandians, of course, a hardy, waterlogged people. It should be an easy gold, but it looks like due to a water shortage, the pool has been filled with bubble tea. Coming up, bit of a tough turn right there. Tonlandian still struggling through it. Right here, looks like the Tonlandian really struggling to stay afloat. Of course, the judge buck naked and working his crank, so he's of absolutely no help in this situation. A man has almost died here, so I'm glad someone could step in and do absolutely nothing but work their Johnson. We're hoping the Tonlandian finishes before the lights go out. That was a good turn. I think he's going to make up a lot of speed here. Really tearing up that tee now. Solid finish there. Let's see what it's worth. Oh, jack shit. A man was almost killed by official negligence here, and he's got nothing to show for it. That's excellent. Rowing up next. Now, the rules for rowing have changed a bit this year. Rowers have to keep their arms moving at all times, legs locked at a 90-degree angle, kneecaps swollen by a method of your choosing. A little more freedom than previous games, but I can't help but wonder if the Tonlandians would have more success sitting in rather than on the boat. Still making the best of it, but unfortunately this seems like it will be his last games due to the massive head injury, but we're hoping he goes to the grave with a medal. Of course, bronze is hardly worth dying for. Cycling up next. Tonland, of course, in the middle of a monkey-led coup, so this cyclist is still recovering from his third face transplant, and it's so inspiring to see him hitting the track as if he's being pulled by the hand of God. It's really, truly a testament to human endurance. With a 14.91 time, it's also a testament to the tremendous corruption here at the Summer Games. Almost impressive in their audacity. Archery up next, and every 4 years we get to see the best of the best do what they do, and to see this woman, it looks like she's barely even touching those arrows, and they're just floating to the target. Of course, by looking at that score, you'd think she was barely touching the target, but hey, that official's got kids to put through college. Now, we know the judges set a high bar for corruption, but it looks like they've also set a high bar for the Tonlandian to try and clear, which of course he doesn't. No human has ever jumped more than 7 meters. So no surprise here that the Tonlandian was beat by a cat, the letter B, and a horse, all of whom I assume tested clean. But that's behind us now. The rings are Tonland's event to lose. As a country, they're renowned for their agility. And you have to admire her dedication. Bouncing her head off the ceiling so many times is going to cost the Tonlandian some IQ points, but here's hoping it's an even trade at the judges' table. This routine is so beautiful, I want to name my firstborn after it. Spinning ring plots is a fine Christian name. He didn't quite stick the landing, but let's see what the judges think. Wow, the judges may have given her a 2.4, but it looks like she's giving them an 11. I know both my fingers are extended in salute. Wonder if that's a pommel horse. Diving's up next. Of course, the Tonlandians, a slick airborne people. And sweet shit on a gold-plated throne of dicks. You have to huff a lot of paint to disqualify that one. You have to wonder how these judges walk with balls that big. Kayak slalom up next on the schedule. The Tonlandian showing tremendous disregard for both the rules and personal safety, but I think we've proven that he could turn that water into wine and the judges still wouldn't give him a medal. Why should this be any different? Racewalking, our final sport, one of the most technically demanding of summer sports, requiring the utmost concentration and endurance. And the timekeeper here, not even pretending to be impartial, has just shot the Tonlandian. And no surprise here, dead men don't medal. You know, after what has been a contentious and, frankly, incredibly ballsy display of fraudulent activity on the part of the judges, it's nice to see these athletes come together for the closing ceremonies. Beautiful fireworks. And of course here, the ceremonial pelting of the athletes. I think it's safe to say that these awards will be their graves. And with that, we bury these games as well. So from all of us here at CBN, I am Jim Twerp, reminding you that these judges can go f*** themselves.